My Detroit players, tips for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. Hit the head right, Biggie there, and I Papa this.
Okay, that's enough of that bullshit. Hello, everyone. Here we are to recap Week 8. Look forward to Week 9, which starts in about 1 hour. And we've got a couple things to go over. As you can see, I am sporting Bills gear because anyone outside of Kansas City, or Kansas City fans really, in the world is rooting for Buffalo this week, and that's an unlikely thing. So let's get them, Bills. 8-1. Here we go. Anywho, let's focus on fantasy stuff like we like to do here in this league. Got a couple things I want to bring up. Had a little bit of smack talk that people have want to throw out there, so we're going to go over that. Also going to talk about some really bad teams we have in this league. I mean, we're more than 3/4 of the way through. We know who's good. We know who's really bad. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. First of all, let's recap last week and really look at what happened there. And we had a couple massacres. First of all, the Gapers really gaped the shit out of Zach. 111-42. You got to be kidding me. Otherwise, we had Harper really laying the wood to Newbold. It kind of reminds me of when we were at the lake last year and Harper was trying to fuck Newbold's sister. It's basically the same thing. It was that much of pouring salt on the wound. So kudos to you, Harp. You really took it to him. And then, of course, I beat Cody by 38, but, I mean, that's kind of to be expected. Green actually did hit 80 points, though, for, I believe, the first time this year. So kudos to you, Cody. Maybe some improvement on the horizon. Other than that, we had Coatney beating Beans. That was nice to see. Screw you, Beans. We also had the almighty Garrett Good win by scoring 64 points. Yes, you heard it right, folks. 64 points. Just to put that in perspective, that was the third lowest score out of the entire week. So there you have it. Also, we had Woods beating Will soundly. So Woods' team has really stepped it up, turned around. Will's team has really not. And they've kind of faltered. So there we have that. Good recap as far as who's the good teams, who's the bad teams. You know, anyone that's 5-3 right now or better, you're in good shape. I don't know what to think about Newbold's team. They are faltering really quick. Harp's team is hit or miss. Yeah, at 4-4. Will's team, I know they're not good, but somehow they win, and it really blows my mind. So we'll see what happens this week. Playoffs will be a little bit clearer. I want to talk about one matchup that we have coming up this week, and I know you've probably looked ahead and saw, oh my God, how is this even a game? And you know what I'm talking about. It's Cody's team against Zach's team. Two of the most futile teams we've ever had in this league, ever. I can remember Will's team and even Hobbs' team last year being god-awful. Woods had a really bad record one year, but those teams competed. They were at least scoring 60, 70 points. These teams are not even competing. It's absolutely like a retard fight. And unfortunately, they play each other this week. I'm sure this final score will be 45-52, and we'll have a 2-7 team. Stop. So we'll see what happens with that. Good matchups that we've got. We've got a couple good ones, actually. Coatney taking on Garrett Good, that's going to be a good one. I really think Coatney can pull it off this week. I'm taking on Beans, and we're both 5-3. And then we've got a game that is a lot bigger than the records look, and that's Newbold against Mark. Newbold can really fall quick here. If he falls to 3-6, he's in trouble. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. And then we've got two 4-4 teams playing, Harper and Will. As you know, Harper's curse against the Medlands was broke this year by me, so maybe that will help Will's team out, actually, and they'll beat Harper. Who knows? So there's that. I want to give you a quick stat, and I know you guys can guess this team, but this team has lost a lot of games, and they have scored the following point totals in the last 6 weeks. 49 points, 71 points, 83 points, 62 points, 61 points, 42 points. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Zach Sumner's team. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Absolutely awful. And he still hasn't changed his team name, so that's really not helping things. So, Zach, pick it up, my man. Do something. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's move on to something more positive instead of talking about shitty teams. Let's talk about something that Justin Harper sent me. And I mean, we're talking in a Word doc. I've got it pulled up on my phone here. Titled, Things I Would Like for You to Talk About in This Week's Video. First bullet point. Things that made me extremely happy this week. Will fucking losing his fantasy game! Exclamation point. And it makes me happy to watch him fail, especially after his drunk rants. I'll tell you guys about that later. Good game to Woods, Sanders, C-Med, Coatney, G-Good, and especially myself. Oh, and I don't want to forget about those Chiefs. Hashtag 8-0. Next bullet point. Things that made me feel a little tickle in my pants. Will losing his game. Fucking love this. Beating Newbold. Yeah, I was happy, but I also feel sorry for the guy. While we remain friends, only because his name is Big Brother, Big Sister organization years ago. I don't know what the fuck that means, Harper. The dude is screaming to be better looking, smarter, half-inch bigger, you know where, penis size. And where did I leave off here? And look like he gets pumps in daily. Thus, why he pretended to be me last week on the video. I don't know what he's fucking talking about, but that was Harper in that video. We all know it. We all know how he acts. He did the exact same stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, Harp. Third bullet point. Zach and Cody averaging roughly 74 points a week. Hashtag LOLOLOLOLOLO White America. I added that part in, but another bullet point. I really like this one. This is a good food for thought for you guys tonight. Asians and Mexican chicks. Harper. Asian and Mexican chicks. He misspelled Asians. They're pretty much the same. Nice grammar, dude. Fuck me. Okay, sorry. Backing up. I'll read this in regular terms. Asian and Mexican chicks. They're pretty much the same people in general. Case in point, have you ever been at a Japanese/Chinese restaurant and asked yourself, are these Mexicans or are they fucking Asians? I know that this happens to me all the time. I never know what the fuck I'm getting. You go to Hinode in Springfield, you don't know if you got a Mexican or if it's an Asian or if it's a mix. Why can't they just fucking keep it separate? Anyways, last bullet point. Things that made me sad this week. Again, I've got to go back to Will. What a fucking loser. Not only can the dude not win, he lets the world know of his extremely biased opinions. Will, just stop. I'm starting to question your level of intelligence, even though Harper misspelled intelligence by like 3 words, or 3 letters. To the extent, I'm starting to think Zach may be smarter. Damn, that makes me sad, as well as it should you. So, there you go, everyone. That's from Harper. Thanks again, Harp, for submitting that. It was a great piece of writing, other than the grammar and the spelling and everything else. But we got the point across. Also, I had a little birdie send me a tweet through the air, and his name was Ben Woods, that bird, anyways. And he wanted me to give props to all the Missouri teams for their shitty weeks, or the shitty recent week. Mizzou, nice game, nice kicker. St. Louis, you'll get them next year, 12-20, 12-25. I'm with you on that one, Woods. So, you know, hopefully we round out the week with the Chiefs losing. That would be perfect. But that's all Woods had to say. Again, if you have any other comments or anything, please send those my way. I will read them however you want them read. I'm surprised Mark actually didn't send one in, talking about gaping whoever he's playing this week. Newbold. Yep. So let's all watch the game tonight. Look forward to enjoying your Halloween. I purposely have turned all my lights off in my house, and I did not buy any candy because it's expensive, and I don't want to see any kids come to my door tonight. So I went and rented Battlefield 4, and I'm going to play that, drink Moose Drool. Courtney, if you had Snapchat, you knew I would had this last week. Anyways, I'm going to drink that tonight, and then I'll probably masturbate and fall asleep on the couch. Good night to everyone, and thanks for watching. Peace.